How you doing? How you doing? And how you doing, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy Petty, and I appreciate you stopping by today. And we're here to talk about, as some of you may know, my girl, my favorite girl in the world, Lisa. She won my heart in the closed beta test 3, and I still love her to this day. I really do. I didn't build her in my first little group of team, but I mean, we've been doing some things with her, and I'm starting to appreciate it a little bit. So essentially, we want to talk about today, instead of any super specific build itself, we want to talk about like elemental mastery versus attack for Lisa. I don't know how we're gonna title the video, but but one of the things that I did when I first got on and started playing around testing some things was like, oh, I got a 10 pull and everything like that. Let me go ahead and I'll just turn on record real quick in case anything happens. And like there's no lights on or anything like that, so you can see the screen just splashing off my face. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Being this pale has many advantages, obviously. Oh, I swear to God, I work construction like I'm outside. I'm not a ginger. I swear to God, I'm not a ginger. Anyways, we'll go ahead and do one of those dramatic little YouTuber pause things so that I can edit that clip in. Alright, so just for posterity's sake, just gonna hit record, gonna do a summon, and it would be my luck that out of a random 10 pull, and granted, I am nowhere near my pity yet. I think I've only done like 30 or 40 summons on the Venti banner, so you need 90. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, we a little ways off. Also, no, I'll save that for the actual video I'm gonna do today. Let's go ahead and just see what we get. Yo, is that gold? That is gold. I swear to God, you better not be a weapon. Okay. I'll take some constellations. How you doing? Where is it? Oh, come on. Yo! I'll take your boy. Okay. I'm glad I hit record on that. Yo, that's cool. And we got a 5-star, boys. We finally got a 5-star. Patty growing up right now. Because at this rate, I was the only content creator that didn't have a 5-star. Oh, God. Okay. Jesus Christ. Maybe we'll just tack this on to the beginning of the video. I don't know. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Maybe I'll catch you in a second. Bye. Okay. How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? Your boy got Venti. Oh. And what kills me is there's 2 videos that I was working or had to work on when I got home today. So it was the Lisa video, because your boy wants to put some shine on all the free-to-play characters, because, you know, for my broke people out there. So it was either going to be a Lisa video or it's going to be a Noelle video. And there was some stuff that I really needed to do on Noelle, and like I had a clear path and direction for the stuff I was going to go test. And then I pulled Venti, and I was like, man, I can't play with my Venti right now. I've got to go play Noelle. She's honestly not bad. I gave her a much worse rap than she deserves, but she'll be getting her own video in the next day or so. So we're here to focus on our girl Lisa. And again, we are a brand new, this is our first year of doing YouTube, and we've been pretty lucky so far. So if you've enjoyed this video so far or any videos that I've done in the past, definitely feel free to check them out. I'd really appreciate if you guys could leave me a like and a comment. That kind of stuff tricks the YouTube algorithm into throwing this pretty face in front of your pretty faces more often, and I would really appreciate it. So if you could do your boy a solid, I'd love you a long time. But let's go ahead and talk about my girl. So I've got 2 different sets of gear, and that's what took me a little while, because I wanted to do this video from Jump Street, basically. So first build that we're going to test out and everything is going to be attack percentage, and then crit rate. I wish I had a better one to throw in this slot. Go all three attack percentage for just, testing sake and everything. But I figured crit rate isn't really bad. So this is going to be the more build focused towards, all right, what happens when we're stacking crit rate? And nothing else really changes with these first two runes. We got to keep them doing what they're doing. So it's these we're going to be playing around with. So let's... We're sitting at 127 Elemental Mastery already. So we get a little bit from the set, and if you're wondering where the next bit comes from, it's my weapon. So we're running the Mappa Mare. It's got okay base attack, Elemental Mastery for its secondary attack, and then its skill is triggering an elemental reaction grants 8% elemental damage bonus for 10 seconds, max 2 stacks. This is one of the things that you can actually craft at the blacksmith, and your boy was very pleased to get this for his girl. I'm gonna get her the nicest books, okay? I love me some books too. So we're actually going to use, and if you don't know where this place is, it is down here at the bottom of, well, not really the bottom of the map, but it's down there. It's down there. And essentially this is a place where you can go to farm certain gear sets and everything. The reason that I really like and want to use this for this video is a couple of reasons. All the monsters that you fight in it, except for a wizard at the end, are all water hydros, so we get to beat up on them. There's also a buff to electro damage in here. I should say it when we go in here at the beginning. So this is the team that I run for these dungeons because they're not serious enough for you to need a healer, so I'm just going for damage. So 2 fire, 2 electricity. That's some decent elemental resonance. I'm terrible with voices. So this is what we're doing right now. Amber's literally just here to be the second fire person to get the 25% attack on that. She is filling no other role here. She is literally just here to be fire. So let's go ahead and pop in here. And essentially what I want you to pay attention to, don't look at this pretty face. No looking at this pretty face at all. I want you to look at the damage and everything that we're doing. Because I'm going to try and just stay as Lisa the entire time, except for the last wizard dude. But that's just because his shield is annoying and I want to just get it down quickly. So we're going to rock with our girl. Remember, this is the attack build right now. And we're going to see what these numbers look like. Obviously, we got instructors. You want to open up with your E. And most everything's dead. You gotta love Lisa. You have to love Lisa. If you don't love Lisa, you get off this video right now, okay? But just, I'm like, pay attention to the numbers, guys, while I just act silly and as distracting as I can be. So, all in all, pretty solid, Getting a little over a K and everything with that hit. Charge attack, make a mental note, 420 damage on that. Ooh, the crit went up to 600. Okay. Can't be too mad at it. And that's just some chunky boy damage. So you can see that the elemental reactions that are bouncing off are hitting for like 700 something. And again, that's accelerated because of the dungeon that we're in. That's an active effect of the dungeon. Oh, hi. How you doing? Pokemon, gonna kill them all. Alright, so hopefully, you kind of remember. And if you need to, once we're looking at the elemental, feel free to skip back and forth between them to kind of compare the numbers. Because one of the things that I did to test this was ran this a couple of times, recording footage, and then going back and looking at, like, okay, how much are these things hitting for? Boy, can you just go ahead and drop? Thank you. And I also kind of need to farm this dungeon anyways because I want that Brave set because I feel like that's going to be super memey for your opener. Like, even if who you open your combos with isn't going to be your main damage dealer, having a set like the Brave on it where you have a huge increased damage. Ooh, was that a plume? I think that was a plume. I think I needed that one. Alright, so... But that Brave set is, I think there's some memes in there. Expect that in some future videos, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate your faces. Okay. Come on. So let's go ahead and I don't know if I showed the gear that I had before. Where we at? Where we at? I know it's right here. There it is. I don't know why I'm derping so hard. So this is only a 3-star. I have it up to +4, 45. Elemental Master. It's not bad. Okay. It's okay. It's okay. This one we're actually going to leave as attack. Because I don't think you can get Elemental Mastery in this slot. You could potentially get Electro damage. But I would not give up my only attack percentage slot for Electro damage. Though, you know, maybe there's memes there. Maybe there's memes there. And then we have a 4-star Elemental Mastery, so you can see this one's +8 coming in with a rockin' 82. So that's just the, oop, don't need to enhance it. That we have already put enough into that. Alright, so, wait. Yep, I was about to say, we're missing something. There we go. There we goes. Alright, that's a little bit more like it. 254 Elemental Mastery. And that's the only thing we're changing, so let's go ahead and get back in there and give them hell. And again, you know, try not to watch the face. Look at the numbers and everything, because it becomes pretty apparent, in my opinion, once you start paying attention to what certain things are hitting for. So, you know, watching normal hits, those aren't too different. When you start getting into some of the reactions and everything, that's when you see a little bit. A little bit. So go ahead and how you doing, everyone in the circle? Appreciate that, boo. Might have been a little quick. But those of you on your toes might have noticed that the Electro Charged is now hitting for about 900. Which is not a full 200 increase from what we were getting on the full attack build, but that's still beefy. Beefy. Oof. Oof. And I'm trying to do like some different attacks so you can kind of get the gauge for what they're hitting for. Oh, I missed. Oh, I didn't do the one I wanted. And now it's dead. Oof. Oof. Alright. So I feel like that lays out a pretty clear path, and we're just going to go ahead and try to kill that guy as fast as possible. And that kind of means beating him with a stick real fast. Excuse me. Excuse me. Excuse me. Alright, so let Petty be vain real quick. I just need to see what I got. What I get. Besides Eventi today. Look at me being greedy. I need all of the things and a bunch of stuff to feed. Alright. So let's bounce out of here and take a look at a couple of things on her real quick. Loading. There we go. There we go. Alright. Hi. Lord. So a couple of things that you could do differently, like instead of using this, if we look at some of the easier weapons, well, the 3 stars and everything, what I super suggest, Emerald Orb, potentially, especially since the elemental interactions is already getting boosted so much, another 40% on top of that, you know, could take that 900 to some meme stuff. So definitely a viable one to try. This is one that if you've seen one of my free-to-play builds, I was using because of how I was mainly using Lisa in that team. Mainly just starting off with her E before switching to other people. So this would basically just benefit that swapping constantly thing that I'm doing. And then none of these other ones are really worth talking about. And again, I would say that Emerald Orb is much better than the one that's just Hydro and just Electro for just 24%. That there's a version of that on pretty much all the weapons, and nope, nope. There are other stuff that shines much, much, much harder than them. Really wouldn't recommend using Prototype Malice with this build, just because that's Barbara's. You give that to Barbara, and you give that to no one else. That is Barbara's weapon, and don't you dare disrespect Barbara. Should get the whole team wet. Oh yeah, don't use Barbara with Lisa. But another thing that you could do with this, in this last slot, it is possible, even though it is very rare, where is it, to get crit damage. So you could potentially go for crit damage, and then try and boost Elemental Mastery the most on this one. But the fact that you can double up between those two slots, I think is pretty impactful, and will be a much better source for a larger amount of Elemental Mastery than you can really get early game. So, and this is after Adventure Rank 20. I think I'm Adventure Rank 23 right now. So, all in all, I definitely recommend prioritizing Elemental Mastery specifically for Lisa. You can get some higher crits with more attack on your base attacks. That is one thing that I noticed going through the video. But those doing 20 to 30 more damage doesn't really outweigh the meaty electro charge damage, which was almost, we'll put an almost on it, almost 200 more damage. So I think that's a pretty open and shut case, right? Right, guys? We should all be on the same page for now. And then this is at least in terms to like early game and mid game. How things scale once we start getting towards the end. If any of you are familiar with, like, you know, World of Warcraft and ever paid attention to like the power creep tiers and everything like that, where say like the entrance rating level gear or entrance rating gear level, these classes perform this well and everything like that. But if you go up, you know, 2 or 3 tiers, it's very possible another class that was, you know, mid tier at the start of rating is now doing insane crazy damage with, you know, the higher stats and everything. So it's kind of hard to read how everything scales super accurately early on, but this is one of the clearest examples I've seen of, oh no, we definitely want to give her some of that. So hopefully that, guys, helps you out a little bit and gives you a better idea of how to be trying to gear out your Lisa. And she is absolutely ridiculous. I think after the Noelle video, we're going to try and do a Shields comp and everything, and Lisa and Noelle are definitely going to be best of friends on that team. I'm just working on what we going to do with the rest of it, but I appreciate your faces. I think that's a pretty good point to leave off on, because I think we said it all. But I appreciate you. Thank you so much for stopping by today. You're going to have to catch me on the next one, because we out of here. Deuces.